So I'm Dr. Lutzmiri, Associate Professor in the Department of Computer Science and Engineering. I'm going to take the topic virtualization types for the subject cloud computing. Why I have to learn virtualization? Modern computing is more efficient due to virtualization. Virtualization can be used for mobile, personal and cloud computing. You can use virtualization in your personal. So outline of my presentation, you have to understand the benefits of virtualization, able to describe what is virtualization or the outcome of the presentation. Virtual machines and a hypervisor, describe the typical data center components that are visualized, familiar with VMware. Virtualization benefits. Have you ever wished to be clone yourself? So how it be efficient, would you know more? So virtualization enables computers to be more efficient in a similar fashion. Computers that use virtualization optimize the available computer resources. Hardware and software. Do you use a smartphone, laptop or computer? So they are hardware. Similar to your brain controls your actions, software controls the hardware. There are different types of hardware that controls the computer actions. Hardware, processor, RAM, read-only memory, motherboard, chipset. Collection of microchips on motherboard that manage specific functions. Storage, a persistent storage device such as hard drive disk, solid state drive. Software is necessary for hardware to function. Operating system control the hardware. Application software tells your system to execute a task. Virtualization is a layer of technology that goes between the physical hardware of a device and the operating system to create one or more copies of the device. So virtualization creates a virtual hardware by cloning physical hardware. The hypervisor uses virtual hardware to create a virtual machine. So hypervisor is also known as virtual machine monitor. Virtual machine is a set of files. So one computer can run multiple OS assemblies. What is a hypervisor? So software installed on top of the hardware that created the virtualization layer. Host virtual machine can be type 1 hypervisor and type 2. Type 1 hypervisor is called as bare metal hypervisor, VMware XLSI. Type 2 hosted hypervisor, VMware Station. Virtual machine files can be exported and moved to other hosts. So files are created by the hypervisor are stored in a directory. Example VM files, log file, keep a log of virtual machine activity. Disk file, store content of VM disk. Snapshot stores information about the VM snapshot. Configuration stores about VM name, binary input output system, guest operating system and memory. What is a snapshot? So it's given a base snapshot is given 4.5. what is happening? So working on a virtual machine, I need to save progress or state. Snapshots are saved as files in the VM folder. So that will be given in the format vmname.vmx. What is saved by a snapshot? The state of virtual machine disk, contents of virtual machine memory, VM. So what is a data center? Hardware infrastructure that supports virtualization. Focus on processing large amounts of data. What are the main components? Compute, storage and network, CSN. So it's typically shown in the figure. So compute system, hardware and operating system software that run applications, different between a PC and a server. So types of server, tower, blade server, rack mounted server. So it is given in the tower that will be having compute. Blade server will be having storage and compute. Rack mounted will have everything. So networks transfer data across the data center so devices can communicate. What types of hardware is used for networking? So Ethernet cable, switches, network interface card, router. So storage, so it has two features, availability and redundancy. So right, it can have different levels. So we have studied in database management system. So I have to use a redundant array of disk. Hardware drives are linked together to create a large volume of RAID. So it is for mirroring, stripping and parity. Block level versus file level. So block level storage, data is written into access from the storage volumes in form of blocks. File level storage, so data is written to disk but accessed from default file system. So SAN is a storage access network. Common data center storage protocols SCSI, FC, FCOE, SCSI. Storage provisioning, it can have thick provisioning and Then provisioning, it's a disk space is strategically pre-allocated to a server. So or VM, this means that the logical space is provided by the partitioning is equal to the amount of actual physical space set aside a physical. Benefits of a data center, it increased computing results, less labor is needed to monitor the data center. Software design data center, hyper pools physical data center to form virtual data center. Thank you.